Hi everyone, and welcome to this quick how-to video from Clinical Services on how to use the new electronic paramedic observation form, or ePOF. So the ePOF replaces the old paper-based POF form, and there's two locations that you can access it from. As you can see, I'm currently in Pulse, and that's one of the locations you can access it from. So to get to it in Pulse, you go to the little teams drop-down area. We go to our clinical services Pulse page, which has got heaps of information on there. And at the bottom of our dates that you can see here, a calendar of things that are coming up, you can see the quick link to the online reporting tools. So there you go. There's your link for the ePOF. And you simply click that and it opens up into a new window for you, a new tab. And there's your electronic paramedic observation form. The other location you can get it from is across in the intern's e-portfolio. So every intern has an e-portfolio. We just jump into that right now. So in every intern's e-portfolio, right down the very bottom is a link to the paramedic observation form. And again, they can just click that, be it on a computer, their telephone, or a mobile device or tablet of some kind, and it'll bring it up like you can see here. Now, there is no difference from the previous paramedic observation form to this new electronic one. The only difference is really the fact that it is electronic. So to fill it out, it's fairly straightforward. You just put in your officer's name and you put in their email address. So I'm just going to put in mine because otherwise it's going to cause some poor John Smith to get an email that he knows nothing about. Okay, so you just put in that email address, you select their level, and this is an intern paramedic and month of the internship. As you know, we've got a few months, so you just select the month or the roster that it's associated with. There you go. What stage they're in. So remember our stages. Stage 1's the first 6 months. Stage 2 is after education week, the last 6 months. You click that. And then where you are in the territory, the assessor's name. Okay, that's your name. So you're the person that's filling out this report. Your email address, so the email address of the person filling out this report. Okay, whether you're a supervising CSO, DM, AM, supervising ICP, supervising paramedic, whatever you are. Okay, click the date that you're doing it. Okay, there we go. And remember, we're looking at a case. We're going to grab a particular case. So put in the case details. So put in your case number and work out what you think the provisional diagnosis is. Let's say cardiac chest pain. We work out whatever the priority was. You'd be dispatch priority 1, 2. Whether the complexity of the case was a high complexity. So was it really, really busy, high workload scene? Was it moderate complexity? Was it low complexity? So select one of them. And then the rest of it is just reading these questions here and selecting whether they haven't quite met the expectations at this stage, whether they're getting there or whether they're competent. Okay, so generally speaking, we're not expecting in that first 6 months that everyone's going to be competent across the board. And again, some of these questions may not be relevant for the case condition. So you just hit NA. So all you do is just come here and you collect the various dot points that you require. Okay, that wasn't an issue, for example. And you just select these rated to the particular case. Okay. Now, if for some reason you started to fill this out and all of a sudden it becomes busy, or you need to come back to it for another day, at the bottom of the page here is an option where you hit save my progress and resume later. If you click that tick box, enter in your email address, hit the save form and resume later, it'll send you a special link that you can use to come back and fill this out. If you don't click that checkbox and you forget about it, and then the page refreshes on you, you'll lose everything you've done. So one area I didn't discuss before is, let's just say that there's an area here that the person you're doing this for is not yet competent. Okay, so if there's something there, or even something that's emerging, put in a few recommendations in here, like consider the scene. It's got some little hints there that'll enable you to fill some things out there, like maybe put in some goals for next time. Try a different type of communication style, for example. All right, so work on your DTP knowledge and don't forget to reference your app. St. John NT app. All right, simple things like that, okay? Just some simple constructive things. Once we've done all that, once we've entered in our goals and some other areas that we might have noted through there that would be a good idea for the person that you're supervising to do, click the continue button, and it takes us through to the next page, which just acknowledges that everything I've written in there is true and correct. We click that, we click the date, we check this check box to make sure that you're not a robot, and then we hit continue. And it gives you the POF before you actually submit it, okay, which you can quickly review. And then when you hit the submit button, it has been submitted. Now, what happens when it's been submitted? So the purpose of you putting in the officer's email address at the start, the POF will then go to that officer's email address. So the officer then receives an email, and that email looks like this, okay? So it comes in and it shows you the information that you put in the POF, and it also provides them with a PDF, which is a copy of that here. And for your intern paramedics, they then save this PDF and upload it into their e-portfolio, which forms part of their internship record keeping. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you ever have any queries about these electronic forms from clinical services, please don't hesitate to reach out and touch base. Bye for now.